Are you sitting on an app idea that could actually make money, but you can't build it because you don't know how to code? Like, you've got the vision, you know exactly what it should do, who it's for, how it should work. But every time you try to bring it to life, you hit the same wall. You either need to learn to code, which will take months, or hire a developer, which costs thousands of dollars you don't have. And the no-code tools, they're fine for landing pages. But try building something with user accounts, a database, payments, real logic, and you're back to needing a developer anyway. I've been stuck in this exact spot multiple times. Ideas dying in my notes app because I couldn't figure out how to make them real. Then I found Atoms, and I need to be upfront. This is not another drag and drop website builder. This is something else entirely. So in this review, I'm showing you exactly how Atoms works, what it can actually build, and whether it's the tool that finally lets non-coders turn their ideas into real, working products, or if it's just hype. Links in the description. Go check it out. But stick with me, because there's one feature in Atoms that sounds too good to be true. And honestly, I thought it was. Until I tested it. I'll get to that. Let's dive in. Okay? So here's the uncomfortable truth. If you can't code, your ideas stay ideas. Forever. You can sketch wireframes. You can build Figma mockups. You can write product specs. But at the end of the day, if you can't turn that into actual working software, you're stuck. And the usual solutions? They don't work for most people. Learning to code takes time, like real time. 6 months to a year before you can build anything beyond a basic CRUD app. And that's if you're disciplined and don't get stuck in tutorial hell. Hiring a developer costs money. A freelance developer for a simple MVP? You're looking at $5,000 to $10,000 minimum. And that's for someone offshore. A local dev? Double that. And then there's the no-code route. Tools like Webflow, Bubble, Wix? Great for certain things. But here's what they don't tell you. These tools are fantastic for building static websites, portfolios, marketing pages. But if you want to build a SaaS app, something with user authentication, a real database, payment processing, complex logic, you hit a ceiling fast. And then you're either paying for expensive plugins or you're hiring a developer. Then there's the new wave of AI code generators. Bolt.new, V0 by Vercel, Lovable, Cursor. And look, these are impressive tools. But here's the catch. Bolt, new, front-end focused. You can build a UI, but the back-end, it only works with Supabase, and the token costs add up fast. People are reporting spending over $1,000 on a single complex app because Bolt regenerates code constantly and burns through tokens. V0 by Vercel, beautiful UI components, seriously top-tier React code, but it's front-end only. No backend, no database, no auth. You're still building half the app yourself. Starts at $20 a month, and the cost can spike unpredictably based on token usage. Lovable? Full stack, which is great, but again, locked into Supabase for the backend. And it's $25 a month. If you're just validating an idea, that's a commitment. Cursor, that's an AI-powered code editor. It's incredible for developers, but it's not an app builder. You still need to know how to code, $20 a month per user. So you've got tools that only do half the job, tools that lock you into specific backends, and tools that cost hundreds or thousands of dollars to actually finish a project. And none of them feel like they were built for you. The person with the idea who just wants to ship something. That's where Atoms comes in. And the pitch? A full AI development team, for free to start, and cheap as hell if you need more. Let's see if it's real. All right, so I signed up for Atoms. Free tier, no credit card, just email and you're in. The interface loads, and the first thing I see is this: a big empty canvas. And a chat box, that's it. No drag and drop builder, no component library, just a prompt. So I typed, build me a SaaS app for freelancers to track their invoices and payments. Include user login, a dashboard showing outstanding invoices, and Stripe integration for payment processing. Hit enter, and here's what happened. Atoms didn't just generate code, it assigned the project to an AI team. And I don't mean that metaphorically. Atoms has 7 specialized AI agents with actual names and roles. Mike, team leader, coordinated the whole thing. Emma, product manager, turned my idea into a spec Bob, architect, designed the system blueprint. Alex, engineer, wrote the code. Iris, deep researcher, validated the idea. Sarah, SEO specialist, prepped for organic traffic. David, data analyst, set up analytics, and I watched them work in real time. Mike kicked things off. Emma broke down the features. Bob designed the database schema. Alex started building the front end and back end, all in about 3 minutes. And then, here's the feature I teased earlier. Atoms showed me 3 different versions of the app, side by side. This is called race mode. Atoms runs your prompt across multiple AI models at once, GPT, Claude, Gemini, and lets you pick the version you like best. I picked one, and within 5 minutes total, I had a working app, not a prototype, a working app. User login, a dashboard, a page to create invoices, a Stripe checkout flow, all of it functional. I clicked deploy. Atoms asked me for a domain name. I typed one in, and it went live. 1 click. No Vercel setup. No AWS config. No deployment headaches. Just live. I tested it. Created an account. Logged in. Added a test invoice. Hit pay with Stripe. And the checkout worked. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. I went from 0 to a deployed working SaaS app in under 10 minutes. Now, I wanted to see how deep this goes. So I asked Atoms to add a feature. Add a client portal where clients can view their invoices and pay them directly. Mike took the request. Emma updated the spec. Bob adjusted the architecture. Alex built the feature. And 5 minutes later, the client portal was live, with its own login flow, its own dashboard, everything. And here's the thing that blew me away. The code Atoms generated wasn't spaghetti. I exported it to GitHub, opened it in VS Code, and it was clean, modular, commented, production ready. This wasn't a toy, this was a real app. So how does this fit into a real workflow? For me, Atoms replaced the 6-month learning curve I was avoiding. I had 3 app ideas sitting in my notes for over a year. Ideas I genuinely thought could work. But I couldn't code them, and I couldn't afford to hire someone. With Atoms, I built all 3. In a weekend, the learning curve is shallow. If you can describe what you want, in plain English, you can build it. That's the whole idea. Vibe coding, they call it. And for people who can code, Atoms has a full code editor built in. You can tweak the generated code directly. Sync it to GitHub. Run it locally, you're not locked in. There's also a visual editor for tweaking layouts without touching code. And the deep research mode, where Iris, the research agent, analyzes your idea, finds demand, identifies niches, and validates whether it's worth building. That alone is insane. Most founders spend weeks doing market research. Atoms does it in minutes. Support-wise, Atoms is built by the team behind MetaGPT, a popular open-source project with over 100,000 GitHub stars. So this isn't some random startup. They know what they're doing. And the community? Growing fast. There's a Discord, forums, tutorials. The team is active and responsive. Okay, real talk. Pros and cons. No sugarcoating. Pros. 1. It's actually full stack. Front end, back end, database, auth payments, hosting, all of it. Out of the box, this is not just a UI generator. This is the whole thing. 2, the multi-agent system is brilliant. Instead of one AI trying to do everything, you've got specialists, a PM, an architect, an engineer, a researcher. It feels like working with a real team. 3, race mode is a game changer. Running your prompt across multiple models and picking the best output? That's smart, and it actually works. 4, the pricing is absurd. Free to start. $20 a month for the pro plan. $100 for max if you need more credits. Compare that to hiring a developer at $5,000 minimum or bolt burning $1,000 in tokens. Atoms is cheap. 5, you own the code. Export to GitHub anytime, run it anywhere. No lock-in. That's huge. Cons. 1, it's still early. Atoms is relatively new compared to tools like Bolt or V0, which means the edge cases aren't all worked out yet. Sometimes the AI gets confused on really complex prompts. You might need to rephrase things. 2, the credit system can be opaque. You use credits based on task complexity. The free tier is generous for testing, but if you're building multiple full apps, you'll need a paid plan. And unlike Bolt, which tells you upfront how much something costs in tokens, Atoms doesn't always make it clear until after. 3, it's not for pixel-perfect design control. If you need a specific design system down to the exact spacing and typography, you'd still want a designer or a tool like Figma. Atoms generates functional UIs, not award-winning designs. 4. No mobile app deployment yet. Atoms builds web apps. If you want to publish to the App Store or Google Play, you'll need to export the code and package it yourself. It's on the roadmap, but it's not there yet. Who this is not for. If you're an experienced developer who already has a fast workflow in VS Code or Cursor, Atoms might feel redundant. You're probably faster just coding it yourself. If you need a highly polished, brand-specific design system, you'd still want a designer in the loop. Atoms is function first, not design first, and if you're building something mission-critical, like healthcare or fintech with strict compliance requirements, you'd want a human dev team to review and harden the code. Atoms is great for MVPs and internal tools, not regulated production systems. All right, final verdict. Who should try Atoms? You should try Atoms if you're a founder or solopreneur with app ideas, but no coding skills. Someone who's been putting off building because hiring a dev is too expensive. A non-technical person who wants to validate ideas fast before committing to a full build. A developer who wants to prototype quickly without writing boilerplate. Anyone who's ever said, I wish I could just describe what I want and have it built. Who should skip it? Skip it if you are an experienced developer with a fast coding workflow already, need pixel-perfect design control and custom brand systems, are building regulated, mission-critical apps, healthcare, fintech, want to publish directly to iOS, Android app stores without extra work. For me, Atoms is the closest thing I've found to democratizing app development. I went from 0 to 3 deployed SaaS apps in a weekend. Apps that would have cost me $15,000 to $30,000 to hire out, or 6 months to learn to code. With Atoms, $20 a month. And I own the code. Here's what I'd say. Start with the free tier. Build something small, an internal tool, a landing page with a waitlist, a simple dashboard. See if the AI team actually delivers. If it does, and I think it will, upgrade to Pro for $20 a month. That's less than 1 hour of a freelance developer's time. Grab it through my link in the show notes. It helps support the podcast, and you'll land right on the sign-up page. And hey, if you've already used Atoms or you've got questions, drop a comment. I read every single one. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you next time.